Hiya, Martin here. Thank you for joining me for another turning project video. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and Father Christmas brought you all of the lovely turning goodies that you wanted. Now I'm filming this on the 22nd of December to publish after Christmas because I want to show you how I turned this earring holder and box combination for my little girl who's 10 and she's recently had her ears pierced. So we have some purple heart with an ebony finial and enough holes in the top for 12 pairs of earrings. Nice little box underneath for any other little knickknacks or anything that she wants to put in there, and I thought it would be quite a nice project to make and share with you over the Christmas period. So there we go. Thank you very much indeed for all of your comments and likes and shares recently. Much appreciated. Thank you very much indeed for those. If you are a new subscriber, I bid you a very warm welcome, and a warm welcome to all of my existing subscribers too. As I said, I hope you had a lovely Christmas and I'm looking forward to a very creative new year. But for now, here is how I turned the earring holder and box combination. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at the end. So in between centres here I have a 6 by 3 inch lump of purple heart, which I am going to turn into an earring holder for my daughter, who is 10 and has recently had her ears pierced. So a little earring holder for Christmas I think would be quite a nice gift. First thing I need to do is get it round, and then I can start getting all nice and creative with it. It's nice and round now, and I've got to put a tenon on one end so it'll fit in the chuck, and the tenon needs to be 14 millimeters to fit in the jaws of the chuck. So I've just marked 14 mil on the end. I'm going to make a nice dovetail for it to fit. Right, now it's turning nicely. I'm going to flatten off the right hand end here, which is where the earrings are going to go, and then I'm going to mark it off where I need the holes to be. Right, using a nice sharp pencil, I want the holes to be along that line there, which is about 5-6 mil in from the edge. And then using the spindle lock, mark off each of the 24 holes I need to drill. Right, and over here on the drill press, here is the piece that's been marked out, and I've marked on the tenon of the piece as well the way that it goes back into the chuck, so it should spin nice and true when I get it back. So with I think that's a 3 mil drill bit, I'm going to line it up and drill out each of the 24 holes. I really won't bore you with all 24 holes, I don't think, but I'm going in about 15 mil, so when I cut the underside of the shape, it'll definitely have a hole all the way through it. With the holes drilled around the outside, I've got one more hole left to drill in the centre for the ebony finial I'm going to be putting onto this bit, or this piece. So there's a 6mm drill bit on here, and then I'm just going to take it nice and easy and go down a few millimetres into the piece, like so, for the hole. And then that will also allow me to use the live centre to support the piece whilst I turn the rest of it. I'm going to take the round nose scraper now to create a dish in the top of the piece. To leave it. Right, next I need to bring the tailstock up and to give it some support, and then carve out the inside. Right, there we go. I'm going to take the spindle gouge and just dig out and then create a nice little centerpiece, with probably a dish again down on the left hand side here, which is going to be the bottom of the piece. So get it spinning nice and quick. Right, I've had an idea. That's about as long as I want the piece, or the earring holder to be, which is what, 3 inches maybe, something like that. And then, but then I thought, if I part it off here-ish, I could then create a little box underneath, which I think would look quite nice. So that's what I'm going to do, but I need to finish this bit first. I need to finish the top, create a little lip for it to sit in the box, and then do the box afterwards, but I'll show you what I mean. So I need to finish this first. I'm going to polish this down, or sand this down, all of it down to 600, and then do the box. So I'll sand it down, then I'll come back. There we go, there it is, it's parted off. This is going to be a little lip, as I said, that's going to sit inside this box, and I just need to tidy up that bit a little bit, and then we'll be good to go. Yeah, I think it's going to be quite pretty. Right, now I've sanded off the bottom of the thing, so now I need to make the boxy bit, but I need to flatten off this face first. go. And the lip of this piece is, call it 2mm. So I need to make a little mark about 2mm in. Could be about there, I think. Roughly, I'd rather it was too small to start with. Actually, let's start there and work our way back, shall we? It's going to be much easier to do it that way. Ugh. Right, let's start there. That'll do. That's a nice enough fit for me, and it doesn't need to be a full-on suction fit anyway. Right, finish off the inside of the box, then I can finish the outside. You don't need to see me sanding the inside of the box. There's the inside of the box. It's been finished down to 600, so I'm going to apply sanding sealer, one coat of sanding sealer, and then rub it back with some wire wool wherever it's gone. Just like so, and then a nice coat of Hampshire sheen. Hampshire sheen goes on. Speed the lathe up. Now, and that's the inside of the box done. And now I can do the outside. I've now put the top back on the box and brought the tailstock up to give it some support, and I just need to shape over here a little bit, I think, and then I can finish it. So with the, just going to make sure it'll Right, finally it's sanded down. I've only taken it to 400, and then I'm just applying some sanding sealer. I'm going to let that go off, let that dry, and then get the Hampshire sheen on it. Here's the Hampshire sheen. Don't need very much of it. Speed the lathe up a little bit. There. That looks good. Right, I just need to part it off. Part off the bottom of the box, and then we can do the finial. Right, I've swapped the jaws over in the chuck for some sort of pin spigot jaws, and the last bit of ebony that I have, I'm going to put in there to create the little finial that's going to go on top of the bit, and I want to use as much of this as I possibly can. So I've got to be really, really careful not to make a mess of it. Now, I haven't really got room in here to get the roughing gouge, so I'm going to use the big thick parting tool. That'll do. Right, I need to measure this bit. The hole is, well, 6mm. So the spigot on the bottom of the finial needs to be 6mm wide, or just shy of that. And I want the main bit to be, let me show you, I want the main bit to cover about that much, and that is 18mm. So I need to turn the whole thing down to 18mm, and then I can work it out from there. I want the bottom of the finial to be about there. And then the rest of the finial here. Let's find the spindle gouge. And that's about as thin as I dare go. If I put this behind there, you'll be able to see. That is about as thin as I dare go with that. So I'm going to finish it down to 600 and then part it off and stick it onto the top. And here we go. Here is the finished earring holder. Lovely little finial on top. Opens up to a little box, and there's a reasonably good grain match down the bottom as well. I'm pretty happy with this, and I think my little girl will appreciate it for Christmas too. I'm looking forward to her receiving it on Christmas Day. Thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's project video. I will see you again for Turner's Journey, and don't forget to share, like and subscribe, and if you wish, please do comment. Thanks very much for now. Bye bye.